Don't forget to follow us on social media for beautiful food and inspiration.
Shakes as the bass creates a space where your past is discarded. A pretty thing like you should never look so blue. Come on, the night's just started. 150 people in this house, but if you follow me, I'll get you the best seats. 150 people in this house.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Tuesday. It is 9 o'clock, and you are on Local Love. And my hat just fell off. My name is Chip DeVille. I'm your host this evening, and we're going to be joined tonight by Libba. Now, if you are tuned in live on Twitch or on the podcast, thank you. If you're on Twitch, if you're live with us right now, you're the real ones. We love you. If you're on the podcast, you're real too. Just, but I can. Anyway. This is a fully interactive show. If you go to our Twitch stream, you can interact with the show and ask questions on the chat. You can also give us a call, 415-903-PLEX. We will try to get in touch with you. And if you don't remember how phones work, PLEX is spelled 7539. But yeah, we are here with Libba. Thank you for coming in. How you doing?
Good. Thank you so much for having me tonight.
Absolutely.
Very excited to be here. Been looking forward to it all the weekend and week long.
That's great. That makes us very happy. Yeah, we appreciate all the artists that send in their music. For those of you just getting involved with the show, everything that you hear on this show and on our 24-hour stream is submitted by the artists themselves. It's first of all, it's a really cool way to build a music community, but second of all, it's the way that we don't get sued. So thank you for sending in your music.
Oh yes, anytime, please.
All right. So where are you from?
I'm born and raised in San Francisco, California.
Right.
A true born and raised one. I know it's very rare to
Those
hear
are
these
rare,
days.
yeah. Especially these days.
Kind of Twin Peaks area.
Okay.
And I've never really traveled anywhere out of California, living wise, the only place I went to for only a short bit of time was Nashville, Tennessee, back in January 1st of 2020. And then, as we know, the world kind of went a little bit.
Just a little.
Bit, so it's fine. And I quickly just swung it back, and I was like, California's always where the heart is. You never get anything like the Bay.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of the day, I've learned.
I mean, I'm biased, but still, I fully agree.
Yeah, right.
Now, as far as like the music goes, was this like a pandemic project that like started rolling, or have you always been doing music? Or
I've always been, a singer. I started off in church choirs, like typical normal singers. Did some musical theater. Was a vocal major in college. Just loved singing my whole life. It was a great outlet for me. Emotionally, lyrically, all this type of stuff. And then I got into songwriting really when I was in Nashville. I started a bit before I moved, but in that town, it's very big, and the music community is awesome.
You can find something any night of the week.
Oh my
over
God.
There. It's great.
People are really there to just like, hey, you're new? Great. Let's raise you up to the ceilings. And it's like, what is happening? I was very surprisingly and amazingly, in a better way, shocked for it. So
you hear that, Bay Area? Take notes.
Exactly.
Nashville's doing it right and supporting local music.
Facts. And then I was like, I'll just kind of start this whole journey of being an independent artist. And luckily with the pandemic and everything, it's a blessing and a curse in ways. So I learned my Pro Tools magic, and then had a microphone and kind of did my own little, as we all do, recording sessions at home type of thing. And then I was like, I'll just try to songwrite and get some music out. And luckily I did. And luckily people listened. So thank you for everyone that has listened.
Right on. Well, as far as like when you were working on learning Pro Tools and doing all the independent stuff, did you have any prior knowledge, or was this kind of, I'm going to just self-produce everything?
Yeah. Well, it was pretty much, self-producing. I had no clue what I was doing. I went to Blackbird Academy for audio recording studio engineering, and it's a very intensive program, but I was 3 months in, and then as you were pretty much at the midterm point of the program, we had to shut down for a few months. So it was like, okay, I have enough knowledge to know and kind of BS my way through some ways. And I have all the time in the world now to like figure out the BS and not have the, the feedback and the, ooh, that didn't really plug in there correctly, or that pitch didn't really sound that well.
Yeah.
So luckily with all the time, I would start the same project either at 2 p.m. on a Sunday and then go till 11 p.m. on that same day, or I'd just be wandering around in my apartment all alone and be like, I'm just going to start this at 2 a.m. because I have a fun thought of like doing this little vocal riff or something like that.
Isn't it crazy how time disappears when you're like in production mode? It's
great. In studio and music setting and creativity setting, there's really no clock, and it's awesome.
That's the way to do it. Well, if you were to choose, of the music that you sent us tonight, if you were to choose the first song for our listeners to be introduced to you by, which one would you pick?
I would have to go with my Day Oneer, Tonight.
All right, I like this one. I was listening to it on
Thank you.
on Spotify. Well, this is our special guest, Libba, and this is her song, Tonight. Stay tuned. Share the stream. We'll be back in a minute.
Sweet cowboy tonight, ask me if I'm
That was Tonight by Libba, our in-studio guest. That was awesome. It was really,
Thank
really
you.
pretty. The chat seems to like it, so you're on a roll.
Beautiful. Thank you all for listening and liking it.
Definitely. Now, you were telling me that you made your way from Nashville back to the Bay.
Mhm.
Go ahead and tell me about that whole experience.
It was, it was October of 2020. It's literally the 2-year mark of the week. I pretty much took a week of traveling.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I wanted to explore certain parts of the country where I was like, I don't know whenever I'd be able to get the chance to kind of do this again. As we know, even I feel like today, everything's kind of crazy and busy again, and everyone's just like busy, 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 and which is great. But, some parts of stillness is always awesome too. And as I was traveling back, I finished my program. I had my job set up for a certain while ahead. I was a barista at Starbucks, and I had this time off, and I had some people that I kind of wanted to visit since I haven't seen for a bit and wanted to check in and safely see them. And I was like, I'm just going to do this road trip alone. So for the first leg of it, I had a gift certificate to Peabody Hotel in Memphis. And I really wanted to go to Memphis because that's also a beautiful town to see music.
Yeah.
And I drove from Nashville to Memphis, got to see Sun Studio and do a little tour there. And that was a magical moment of music as well. And then from Memphis, I drove to Austin, visited a longtime friend of mine, and got to celebrate her birthday with her, which was amazing.
That's cool.
And see a little bit of music in Austin, which is a great town. I've heard. I have to go back because I heard it's awesome to go there in Austin as well. And then I just drove through Phoenix, through New Mexico, and visited my Southern California friends, got to see them, and then I made my way officially back to the Bay Area.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you get to play any shows along the way, or?
No, it was just mostly a self-journey type of thing of reflection. Got to see some beautiful sunrises and sunsets.
Cool.
And just see the beauty of the country and peace. It wasn't, crazy busy with traffic or anything because everyone is still kind of working from home.
That was my favorite part of the pandemic.
It was
I still had to go to work.
Yeah,
but,
right.
But I just loved that my commute was easy.
Like
I could run red lights if I wanted to. It was wonderful. So. Well, that's awesome. As far as getting your start and everything like that, you'd mentioned that you had a musical background. You did theater. Were you in any other bands before you started your independent project, or?
I was in a few school bands. We had this one called Rock Collegium in college. I went to Sonoma State University, so I did a rock band in a sense for 3 years. So I learned about Rush from them, and I was like, who is this Rush band? At 18, I didn't know at all. I was very blind to them. Mm-hmm. But my teacher at the time was like, I have a song for you. And I was like, ain't no way I can sing that. And, the timing of Rush, if you haven't listened to Rush, people, listen to their stuff because it's incredible. And he gave me the challenge of that project. And ever since then, and those teachers who pushed me to better myself in any type of, I did jazz, I did rock, I did classical training. So to all of them that pushed me because they saw my potential, it was like, at first I was like, you're out of your mind. I can't do this. But they gave me the strength and courage to even do what I do now and do songwriting and make my own type of tunes and be my own artist.
So you've got kind of the softer sort of style and everything like that. Mm-hmm. What would maybe be one of your musical influences that people would be almost surprised by?
Linda Ronstadt is definitely a huge throwback person for me. Her story is very beautiful. She's sadly has a illness where she can no longer sing, even speak. But she's dipped in many of genres, and when you hear her sing and see her perform. I never got to see her perform, but through videos, it's like, oh my gosh, you feel like you're in that crowd, and it's a breathtaking performance and singer that you're witnessing in front of you.
That's really cool.
And with all the great artists, even now today, it's like you never know what's going to happen with these artists. So like something can just boom hit them, and then it's like their career could kind of like sadly change.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's pretty cool. As far as like your whole songwriting process, I know you'd kind of brushed on it earlier, where you'll kind of hit the studio at random times of the day or night. But as far as your whole overall like process goes, do you have kind of like a method that you like to do, or is it just it hits you when it hits you?
It definitely hits me when it hits me. When especially in Nashville, when it was constantly circulating over me, it was like and especially. I learned to be really in tune with my emotions more and more as things were happening, and whether it was like, ooh, I kind of have this feeling going on right now, or I have this friend in mind, so like they're making me feel this type of way, I miss them, or like this fun, cool thing happened, or this shitty thing happened to me, and it's like, now I'm pissed, or like something bigger in the world is kind of making me mad, and so it just kind of, whatever emotions I felt equipped to, it was, I'm going to write, and it's bleeding in my heart, and it's screaming at me in my dreams. And it's like, okay, let's put the pen to the paper now, because now your body's telling you, like, give into it.
Well, I think it's definitely like that whole songwriting process, music making in general is super therapeutic. So,
yeah.
So I like that. Now I've got Summer Fling queued up here.
Yes.
Would you want to give this song a bit of an introduction?
Yeah. Summer Fling. So this is the, thankfully, most streamed one on my Spotify, and the most listened to throughout my few songs I've released. And this one I fully self-produced in my own little home studio during this was truly my pandemic project. And I had a lot of fun creating this with people I had a drummer in California who brought over his drum tracks through the interweb. And I got to co-write with this amazing artist in Nashville through Zoom and all this type of stuff. And we are still close, thankfully, to this day. And the thought of this song, it's pretty mentioned in the title, Summer Fling. It's really about holding on to that moment with a special someone, or maybe not even a special someone, and you're just riding high on life and wanting to enjoy the special moments you have with this significant other, this person that you're intimate with.
I like that. Well, you're hearing it here first. If you haven't already heard it before, this is Summer Fling by Libba. Stay tuned and enjoy.
Riding high, midsummer's night. Yeah, you've been right on my mind ever since you appeared on my IG Live. Hearts popped up right on my right, then they floated straight to my eyes. Maybe we should go out for a sunset drive. Just your lips on mine. go out every day. New fantasies are in play. You always know just what to say. Summer fling, yeah, I'm ready. No hesitations, don't keep me waiting. It's a thing, yeah, just say no promises, just your lips on mine. Time's tick, tick, ticking away. End of June and July, beach days fade on. Nearing the finish, just saying. Remember when we summer fling, yeah, I'm ready. No hesitations, don't keep me waiting. It's a thing, yeah, just no promises, just your lips on
That was Summer Fling by our in-studio guest tonight, Libba. So, man, that was really pretty.
Thank you.
I like the layering of your voice and stuff too, where you kind of harmonize with yourself. That was
Thank
really
you.
cool. I'm a sucker for harmonization. So,
Me too.
do you got any shows coming up?
I actually do. I'm singing at Water Lantern Festival
Okay,
this Sunday in San Jose.
cool.
So that's my last gig for the until the new year.
Okay,
But yeah, that was a very kind of surprising out of the blue, which was one of those great surprises. And they messaged me and they were like, "Hey, we came across your stuff and we'd love to have you here." And I was like, "That's awesome." So
that's real cool.
yeah, the power of social media and the internet is kind of crazy these days, how
Well-
people can find you.
Where's the best or where's the best place for people to find? Where's the best people for places to find you? I guess is
Anywhere and everywhere.
like do you have like a preferred social media for promoting your music, or
I try to do as much as like anywhere as possible. So I'm on all streaming sites, iTunes, Spotify, not Pandora, but pretty much anything else under the sun, I believe.
that's great.
And I try to do TikTok as much as possible because that's the new up and coming thing. So I try to be on it. But I do a lot of Instagram.
Okay,
Yeah, that's one of I grew up with it, so it's a little bit more of a easy back end for me than
Yeah.
TikTok.
it's like I'm already used to it.
Exactly.
That's cool. Well, I like to kind of do like a bucket list and hypothetical questions. If there was like an artist, any artist, living, dead, like whatever, that you could maybe like open for, maybe who would you pick?
Ooh, that's a great question. She'd never do it, but if she ever did, I would love to open for Adele.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. I know she's never had really openers, but I would love to open for that woman.
That'd be cool. Hey, that's why it's a hypothetical.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just manifest in it.
Who knows? Maybe one day she'll open for you.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
What was your first concert you ever went to?
Ooh, first concert. I'm a true diehard Christina Perri fan.
Okay.
And I think a lot of my songwriting inspiration comes from those two female artists. because they're just very emotionally in tuned and deep in ways. And funny enough, my first ever concert was Jason Mraz, but I didn't buy tickets for him. I bought for Christina Perri because she was opening for him. And I didn't know until I showed up that I was going to see a Jason Mraz concert because I was like, I'm going to see Christina Perri when it was just her little Jar of Hearts days before she popped off with 1,000 Years. And all of a sudden it was like, oh, I'm at a Jason Mraz concert. That's pretty cool. So that was at the Greek in Berkeley.
Oh, that's a great venue. That's a really... Do you have any like dream venues? Somewhere that you're like, I want to play here. Red
Rocks.
Fuck yeah.
Is impeccably... amazing if I could ever manifest one eye. And Hollywood Bowl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Well, I hope all of that happens.
Thank you. You'll be front row if it does.
Then another one of my favorite questions to ask any artist. Let's say I was just to hypothetically hand you 10 grand right now, be like, you can spend this money, but it can only be on equipment. What do you think you would get?
Ooh, on equipment?
Equipment. I mean, like, since you're a singer, you might not need all the gear, but I mean, you could do studio upgrades. You could do whatever you want.
Ooh, dang, that's a really, I'd probably have a kick-ass console.
Okay.
If I do anything. Like a Neve would be great.
Okay.
And just kind of have that installation. That's already my 10K, so it's pretty much out the door. Just have that bad boy sitting in the middle of my living room or anything like that, and then be like, welcome to my Neve. And then just wow the crowd.
That's awesome. Well, as far as performing with other artists and stuff like that, is there any like musicians or artists that you've done shows with, like multiple shows with, that you network with a lot, or?
That's the goal. I would love to, now that, more and more places are opening and collaborations are happening.
Yeah.
So I would love to work with more artists and do, some shows where it's first half them or me, and then the second half me or them, and get to know their fans, and then they hopefully like and stick around for my stuff and all the in between. And I've been trying to attend more local shows in the Bay Area too. I was not really doing that. I was very gig.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm trying to step back and trying to take time for seeing other awesome artists around the Bay Area.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a streaming network of preference at all? I mean, outside of the fact that you're going to be on our 24-hour Echoplex Media stream, echoplexmedia.com/radio. Do you have any like streaming services that you've maybe like seen the best feedback with, or anything like that?
Not at the moment, but I'm sure besides Equo, I will.
That's awesome. Well, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to play some music while we get you all set up, and we're going to have a live in-studio performance. So if you right there, the one I'm pointing at, is tuned in live, now is the best time to share the stream, because you're going to get a live performance right here, right now on Echoplex Media. Stay tuned. This is Melted State with Stay Here With Me. We'll be back in a bit.
We're having fun. You having fun? Yeah! Oh. This one's called Stay Here With Me.
Yeah!
It's never too late to change your mind. Just taking all the air that you can read. There is no shame, there is no time. Prison cell will hold you to your knees. And all it takes to say you're with me. Say you will. Say you're with me. Not wanna find you gone. Say you're with me. Not wanna find you gone.
was Eliza Rickman with Over Cold Shoulders. And before that, we had Melted State with Say You're With Me. But ladies and gentlemen, get ready. Get set for a live in-studio performance with Libba.
When you look at me, I can barely breathe. Your blue-eyed skies are blue in your rusty boots. Not sure what to do, but I know one truth. I just wanna hold you tight. Keep me tight, my sweet cowboy tonight. Ask me if I'm feeling alright. I know that I will be just tonight. I know it's not our time and the odds aren't right. And I know I'm not your type, but your touch feels right. But I just wanna hold you tight. Keep me tight, my sweet cowboy tonight. Ask me if I'm feeling alright. I know that I will be just tonight. I just wanna give my all to you. Be everything you hoped and needed to. I just wanna show you love. I just wanna hold you oh so tight. Keep our love a secret just tonight. Tell me if the feelings aren't right. It's okay to let things go tonight. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. On to the next? Great. This next tune, I'll introduce a little bit. This isn't yet released, but it will be recorded in the next year. We wrote this one over a year ago, and... Oh. Okay, great. Perfect. Never mind. This one is called Daydream. Looking at you on this canvas of city lights, sipping champagne, your hand in mine. Never thought it would be this perfect. Roses at our feet, you're all I ever wanted in my wildest of dreams. It's you and me, drifting away from this reality. Ooh, can you see this could be more than just a daydream? just another long day. It's the end of our shift. Closing up shop, and you're talking about her again. And I wonder who you're thinking of. Sounds like a new kind of love. And could it be you and me drifting away from this reality? Ooh, can you see? This could be more than just a daydream, just a daydream. I keep piecing together the things that you said. Is this just wishful thinking, or am I more than just a friend? But I'm too scared to ask if you dream of me too. Maybe it's you and me drifting away from this reality. Ooh, can't you see? This could be more than just a daydream. This could be more than just a daydream. Just a daydream. Thank you so much. That one is Daydream. Thank you. Thank you.
That was really, really good.
All right. Now we'll kick it back to some that are a little familiar to the crowd. We're going to go to Summer Fling. If you haven't heard it before, you're going to hear it now.
Deja vu.
Riding high midsummer's night. Yeah, you've been right on my mind ever since you appeared on my Echo Live. Hearts popped up right on my ride, then they floated straight to my eyes. Maybe we should go out for a sunset drive. Summer fling, yeah, I'm ready. No hesitations, don't keep me waiting. It's a thing, yeah, just say it. No promises, just your lips on mine. We go hard, go out every day. New fantasies are in play. You always know just what to say. Summer fling, yeah, I'm ready. No hesitations, don't keep me waiting. It's a thing, yeah, just say it. No promises, just your lips on mine. Time's tick, tick, ticking away.
no hesitations. Don't keep me waiting. It's a thing, yeah, just say on. No promises, just your lips on mine. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. That was Summer Fling. Even though it's fall. But, you know, still kind of counts. Exactly, it's fine. Yeah.
You
this
got another one for us?
last tune is a very fresh one in store. So I'm actually going to use my phone because lyrics aren't fully down in my head. Next one is called Social Media. And the only thing I can say about this one is try to pay attention to the lyrics. It's a deeper meaning type of song. But this is Social Media. Not yet released. It takes time. It takes time. I need a little peace of mind to stop comparing my life. Feeling worthless in this world, doing nothing right. Have to remind myself I'm 25. Oh, relax, you're 25. Let's go back to 2019, singing Thank You Next by Ari. Family's doing fine and I'm about to start my life. It's true they say you hold your own destiny, but what's fucked up is our sad reality. Stupid old competition, imperfections, and little misconceptions, effortlessly drifting ideas around. Oh, I hate this part of life right now. It takes time, time, it takes time, time. Why can't I just ever move on, pack my bags, get out of this town? But the guilt swallows me whole. How could I leave you alone when all those years ago that person needed me the most? I envy all of you who go about your life, traveling miles and miles, knowing you're content in life. It's true they say you hold your own destiny, but what's fucked up is our sad reality. It takes time, time to realize that this is just a part of my life. Thank you so much. That was Social Media. First time played.
Those are some Echoplex Media exclusives right here on Twitch and on the podcast. I'm going to go ahead and let them get settled. And while you wait, you can listen to Lipstick by Track 9.
There's something I like about the color crimson that looks hella pretty on plenty of women, and I can't deny your lips caught my eye. I would really like to give that color a try. You have me at your lady killer smile and wink. I insist, would you let me go and buy you a drink? I think I got hit by a love arrow. That lady is on with Cupid's bow. Your lipstick looks good tonight. 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 Color lipstick, eh? She said, anything you put on yourself, miss. I don't mind a bit of lipstick smear. We can test how well it stays if you come on over here. This conversation's got my temperature high. You know which next shade I wanna apply. If they look closely when they read our lips, they'll know we're not just talking about some makeup tips. Your lipstick looks good tonight. 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 Your lipstick looks good tonight.
Tapioca, baby, baby. 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 Tapioca, baby, you're the sweetest I've ever seen. Style is so fresh and I be so clean. I'm so effing thirsty, you know what I mean. Shout out to your sisters, Jasmine and Green. You're Miss Matcha, baby, you are Miss Matcha. All those other beverages, yeah, they better watch it. Girl, you're so refreshing, make my day so nice, nice. 100% sugar, no ice. Tapioca, baby, baby. 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 Tapioca, baby.
There's a lot of beverages in the world, in the universe, but none quite like you. Let's talk about it. Yeah. I used to drink lots of coffee.
No more.
Frappuccino, lots of toffee.
No more.
I used to guzzle down the soda.
No more.
Now I'm in love with tapioca.
For sure.
I used to drink hot chocolate.
No more.
Looked her in the eye and I said, stop it.
No more.
Pulling up $4 from the wallet in my pocket. I'm a certified Bobaholic.
Tapioca, baby, baby. 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 Tapioca,
It's cool on a refreshing summer day. Jelly, some 50% ice. 100% sweet guy. Hey. Ooh, no ice. Life minus 75. So just nice, solid C average. You know, asking for 34% sweetness. I think they're coming out with a compostable straw. I think. Hopefully that helps. But no, it's all love still. You know, the turtles.
Yeah.
But what do y'all think about aloe vera though? Like it's kind of a racy addition they made in April, but I like it.
I'd try it.
Yeah.
What's April?
That was Tapioca Baby by Chris Sonko. And before that, that was Lipstick by Track 9. And before that, if you're just tuning in, you just missed a live in-studio performance by Libba. And we've now got Libba and Christopher here with us. How you guys doing?
Great. This is Christopher, my lovely keyboardist to my right, who's also a wonderful musician himself.
Right on. Well, nice to meet you, man. So how did you guys come together as like working together?
Well, luckily, we are part of the same Facebook group, and it's a Facebook Bay Area Musicians Wanted, if I got that right.
Yep.
I think that's
there's
right.
Like 5 or 6 of these groups.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
So if you're looking to meet people, that's a great outlet too. And I was in need of a keyboardist. My keyboardist was leaving to move at the time, and I was performing in Bay Street in Emeryville, which is where Christopher is in the Bay Area. And he messaged me and was like, hey, like I saw your post on Facebook, like love your sound, thankfully. And he lives very close to Bay Street and was like, I'm going to come check you out and we can chat. And then he saw me perform and then it was all history from there.
That's awesome. Well, that's cool, man. What's your background? Have you do you just play keys? Do you have other instruments that you do too? Or are you part of any other bands?
Yeah, no, definitely keys, keyboardist. I sing a little bit, but was a music major, piano teacher. Yeah, totally. Or should I do this?
Oh yeah, right in the mic.
Yeah.
Right in the mic. Uncomfortably close.
Yeah, contemplating. Yeah, no, piano teacher and keyboard is my main thing, and started gigging about just over a year ago, starting with Libba, and now just kind of anytime I love playing music. So,
that's cool.
Yeah.
So when you're coming up with songs, do you guys usually collaborate together? Or does he kind of come at you with an instrumental and you're like, I got something for this? Or what's your guys' process?
You know, it's very fresh. So now we're starting to dabble in more of that creative route with each other, which is awesome. But first it was me. I went recently on a songwriting retreat to Scotts Valley. And if you don't know Scotts Valley, it's very beautiful with nature and everything. And I just took some time away. I love to very much songwrite like that, just kind of be away from, love the city life, but it kind of gets in your head a lot and you feel like you're constantly kind of crazed. So I was like, I'm going to go away, and I feel like I have some music that's in my inner workings that I need to release into the world. And I went away on this songwriting retreat all by myself. It was just me in a little cottage, and I wrote some tunes and had some melodies in my head. With some, luckily, I learned from past experiences. A metronome is always a singer's best friend, so never tell anybody else different, because they'll come back to haunt you if you don't have a metronome in your head. And yeah, I just sent over some raw vocals, and then luckily for social media, he was the one that was like, hey, I have this, I think you messaged me at like 2 a.m. or something.
Yeah, had a glass of wine, stayed up late, was inspired.
I like that. That's like sometimes the best time for the artist, the worst time for the artist's neighbors if they are
exactly,
in their apartment.
Yes, yep.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, that was that social media. Everything that you played was freaking beautiful.
Thank
it was
you.
awesome. I mean, I totally got like Disney princess vibes. Like the first time I heard Jasmine sing when I was a kid, I felt that when you guys were playing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I've been told the Disney princess vibe is my vibe. So
yeah,
thank
no,
you.
it's
I'm
great. I hope
glad
you,
it sings on.
I hope you can sell a song to Disney one day.
You know,
or be
that's
that'd be,
the hope.
You'll be set. You'll be set. You can get all that $10,000 worth of equipment
Exactly,
and more.
and more.
So as far as like, so you guys have now done like shows together though, correct?
For sure. Yeah.
Cool. So when you're doing a live show, is it usually just the two of you? Do you guys have like a drummer or anything else that you work with, or?
We've done duos, and then we've done full 5-piece band with drummer and bass
and
guitarist,
guitars.
electric
Yeah.
guitarist. So, and luckily they do vocals. Christopher himself does some vocals too.
That's cool.
We performed, our last big one was Maggie McGarry's in San Francisco down
been
in
there.
North Beach area.
Yeah.
So it was a funny story about that certain space. A year ago before we performed, I went there as things were first opening back up in San Francisco with one of my friends, and I was like, oh, my friend was drumming with the band at the time there, and I was like, oh, like, I would love to be on that stage. One day I'm going to be on that stage. And fast forward 1 year later, and I was up there with these awesome guys, and we had a great time. It was a great crowd. We packed the house.
That's awesome.
It was a fun night.
One of the
to say the
craziest
least.
St. Patrick's days of my life was actually
I
spent at
bet.
that bar. They like opened at like 6 a.m.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, it was crazy. So as was in like your opinion, like what's maybe the perfect size crowd to play to, or is it just the bigger the better?
Ooh, honestly, bigger the better for me. I very much feed off the energy of the crowd. I'm one of those people. So
Definitely
intimate
get
is
that.
nice, but you know, I really do love the big crowd. Bigger the better. Arena settings.
That's cool. If you could have your music be like the soundtrack to maybe like a movie or a show or anything like that, what would it be?
Ooh. If you want to help me out, let me think about this. Do you have any in mind?
Like, have you ever watched a show and you're like, you know what, my music would fit there so good? Like,
Yeah.
like the song that they
Yeah.
chose sucked. Netflix should have hired me. I mean, you don't have to be like that critical,
Exactly.
but
I'm trying to think of even the shows I watch on like Netflix sites or streaming sites or anything like. You know, people say that to me a lot of times of like, oh, I could see it on this show, but you know, nothing's really ringing a bell right now. I think maybe I do love, like you said, Disney-esque shows. So there's a one show called Once Upon a Time. It doesn't air anymore, but loved that show. So I could see maybe one of my songs being like on the tail end or in a weird, maybe like
musical segue or something.
exactly, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, okay, and this is for both of you. If you couldn't play music, what do you think you would probably be doing to occupy your time?
Oh, that's so
I know.
sad.
It's a
Sad.
really, it's a scary thought, but
You know, I've been in service industry like my whole life, so probably being somewhere in that. I mean, I've been a barista, waitress. I've been in retail, so maybe somewhere just in the service industry world of never a cook, not a cook, very much not a cook, but hospitality maybe is
For
my
sure.
field.
how about you?
I was a music and English double major, so if I couldn't do the music, I'd probably just do what I do now with music, but with English instead.
Right
so,
on.
yep,
That's cool.
teach.
A good
write.
fallback.
Yeah.
Is there anybody specifically, and this one's for both of you as well, is there anybody specifically that maybe like mentored you or like taught you the most about being a musician? Like being like a performer? Or is it all kind of you learned as you went?
That's a great question. I mean, there's definitely some people I have in mind. My probably day one person, if I'm going back to like literally since the first person, but there are many, would be my high school choir instructor, Christian Bohm. Shout out to you. He pushed me to my limits with musical theater, and those were some hard songs for like a 16-year-old. And I was like, ain't no way. And one of the greatest honors that I was given was backstage. He came backstage during intermission and knocked on the dressing room door and was like, hi, like, is Grace Libba available too?
We just name dropped you.
Name drop, sorry. And I walked out and he was like, that was an incredible performance. And so to hear that from somebody who was a big mentor then, and it still holds a dear place in my heart. So shouts out to him.
Cool. How about you?
I think for me, every musician I work with, every instructor I've had, there was something exciting to gain there and valuable. So even today, you know, from my students or from other musicians I work from, it's there's always something that sticks with me.
That's really cool. Well, so your next show is going to be in San Jose. Where in San Jose is that going to be?
It's you know, that's a great question. I'm not. I probably should have looked that up. It's one of the lakes. Wherever Water Lantern Festival is. Please hold.
It's all good. Well, the Water Lantern Festival.
I'm very new to San Jose area.
Oh, well, welcome. It's it's not nearly as bad of traffic as San Francisco or Emeryville, but
and
you know,
no hills that are horrible.
Yeah. As far as like getting support from your followers or anything like that, maybe what's one of the most important things your fans could do to support you?
You know, I would just love to see more and more people, you know, at shows. That would be wonderful if they could. Definitely. I love seeing people in the crowd that I know. It really does mean a lot, and it really does not go unnoticed. And, you know, learning the lyrics would be always very much loved, but just always interacting and trying to attend shows, even if you're not available, like, just hit me up in a message, like, is always awesome too. And I'd love to support them in any way that I can with their passions and dreams going forward. If they are fellow musicians, I always encourage, you know, there needs to be more music in the world and more independent artists to get what their messages are out in the world and their music out in the world. Because it's very special and you're brought on this earth to do something. And for musicians, it's very relatable of this feeling that nobody else can describe of being on a stage or being, you know, in front of an audience or just like writing a piece or whatever it is. And it's this kind of drug that nobody else can feel except yourself.
Oh yeah, no, that feeling of performing is super addicting.
And it's like you feed off that like adrenaline, and once you get a taste of it, it's hard to let it go.
Oh yeah, I can feel that. How about you, Christopher? What was like one of your first big shows, like in front of an audience or something like that?
You know, the gigging really started actually kind of in this past year. So
Cool.
I've really just been enjoying the ever-expanding venues and variety of music
That's pretty cool.
that comes. Yeah.
No, as far as like the stuff that you play when you're on the piano, like do you mostly do like in this sort of realm, or are you all over the map?
I love to be all over the map, and even with Libba, sometimes you know, a lot more synths and rock happening at our shows. But I always enjoy the softer acoustic kind of vibe as well.
Definitely.
So.
I mean, yeah, it hit. Like I felt feelings when I heard you guys play, and I don't you know, I don't feel a lot of feelings. I'm usually just like sleepy or tired. Or wait, no, sleepy or hungry. There we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like other feelings when I feel them. As far as the Water Lantern Festival, it's going to be on the 22nd and 23rd here in San Jose. It's at Almaden Lake Park. You can catch our special guests there on the 23rd, and it's that whole park's actually really cool. So
yeah, I've been seeing some photos, and I'm actually I'm excited to see the other artists too.
Yeah.
So whoever you are, if you're listening, I'm very excited to see what you got for Sunday.
Well, if you guys want to get tickets, you at home, you can go to waterlanternfestival.com and you can buy yourself a ticket and go see this live. Experience what you just experienced in person. It might even be crazier. You never know. Now, what's like the best place for people to find you? I know we kind of brushed over your socials and stuff, but is go ahead and just like let people know like best places to seek you out.
Yeah, Definitely for Instagram, and I try to keep it all neutral so that it's easy across the board to find me. But it's it's Libba. Hey, H-E-Y as in hey. I'm talking to you. It's ITS as in me. Libba, L-I-B-B-A. And you can find that on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. It's just Libba on Spotify and iTunes and all that. And those are that's pretty much Venmo. If you really are jazzing and want to empty your wallet, I'll take your money. Trust me.
Also, we always recommend to artists looking to getting a Patreon.
Nice.
A Patreon is really cool. Producer Dave's actually recommended it to like a few different artists.
Really? Okay.
And it's really cool because as you build a followership and you build listeners, you build a fan base and everything like that. There's going to be some people that are down to just kick in like $5-10 a month.
Wow. It's Patreon, you said?
Oh yeah, Patreon. We actually have one for Echoplex Media. Patreon.com/Echoplex
There
Media.
you go. Follow.
But yeah, I would definitely recommend looking into that. Like as an emerging artist, it can be really helpful.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. That'll be for the future.
Yeah, definitely. And then that way you can make like even exclusive content for your patrons.
Yeah,
or
there we
something
are.
Like that. Like that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and play a track here by actually one of the artists that we recommended. Also get one.
Perfect.
Let's go ahead and play a song by Lex, the Lexicon artist. This one is called "I'm Broke." We'll be back in a few.
I'm a Cal graduate 2015, a starry-eyed amateur with plenty of dreams. I left the academic world with millennial steam. I was the envy of my enemies, or so it would seem. But then I spent 2 years working in tech sales. I tried to like it, but all my attempts failed. I didn't really have attention to detail, and pretty soon I bailed on the sending of emails. Now the question that I'm trying to avoid is, what do you do for work? Well, I'm kind of employed. I'm a rapper making the bare amount I need to get by, so I'm watching my bank account bleed itself dry. Oh my, I'm in kind of a mess. I mean, we all gotta be poor before finding success, but damn, I was hoping it wouldn't get this bad. I really don't wanna have to call mom and dad.
Cause I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke. I don't wanna talk about it, but I can never live without it. So I'ma need to borrow $1,000. I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke. I don't wanna talk about it, but I can never live without it. So I'ma need to borrow $1,000 now, cause I'm broke.
So I'm like, hi mom, how's it going? Yeah, I'm doing just fine, and nope, it's not snowing cause the weather's really nice here. Yes, I'm eating well. No, I didn't see the live action Ghost in a Shell. Listen, I know you don't like me asking you this, and I don't like asking you either, but the fact of it is that my financial situation is in kind of a squeeze. So without sounding pathetic, would you please make the world aware that our economy is broken? The creators want their share, but their problems remain unspoken. I can barely make $1 from my Spotify streams, but tech can blow $1 million on a juice machine. Artists are breaking their back for dollars and cents. I sold a 10K tech stack, that's all of my rent. We have to take an axe to this massive imbalance of wealth from the capitalist entrapment that has damaged our self-value and shafted imaginative talent on a national scale. While they're bailing out banks too massive to fail, they're funding our classes and slamming the masses in jail. But the absence of artists, imagine what that would entail. Your favorite rappers and bands started as local acts who had to get past the scammers and rats in their past. Let it be known to the world that I'm bossing my ass. Oh yeah, can I borrow some cash?
Cause I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke. I don't wanna talk about it, but I can never live without it. So I'ma need to borrow $1,000. I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke. I don't wanna talk about it, but I can never live without it. So I'ma need to borrow $1,000 now, cause I'm broke.
College friends are going to grad school. My childhood friends becoming a dad soon. Meanwhile, I'm writing rhymes in a bathroom, and maybe next year I'll be working in fast food.
That's right. I am broke. So you can always go to patreon.com/EchoPlexMedia, or you can do a subscription on our Twitch, and it'll help us be just a little less broke. If you're just tuning in, where the hell have you been? But we've got our in-studio guest. We've got Libba, and we've got Christopher, her very talented keyboardist. So we went over the show that you're coming up at, the Water Lantern Festival in San Jose. It's going to be this weekend, so get your asses out there.
Come enjoy some lovely lantern time on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. And then as far as like anything new coming up, I know you guys are working on an album. Want to tell us about that a little?
Yeah. So in our previous performance, we sneak peeked 2 songs, if you missed it. One Daydream and one Social Media. So in September of 2023, we're in the works of a full-fledged album, the first official album of Libba. So it'll be very fun, a lot of different styles we have. It'll be full band with drums and electric guitar with bass, some cool bass tones, to some more poppy stuff, to more rock stuff, to more, it's going to be a cool all across the board, not typical full-fledged album. So we're in the works of it, and so we're very, very excited to release.
I like that versatility. Like being able to kind of just be like, I'm going to dip my toe into this genre. I'm going to do a little bit with that one. It's you're cooking up a big dish.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
feeding the fuel to everyone's fires.
Yeah, exactly. I like that you had mentioned too, like even in one of your songs, you were mentioning how like you listen to, you were jamming out to like Ariana Grande and stuff like
exactly.
that. Like, I'm like, all right, cool. She's all over the place. Yeah. That's good. As far as like any other creative outlets or anything like that, is there any other like creative outlets that you really get into outside of music, or is that your baby?
It's pretty much my baby. I mean, I just love the whole aspect of it. It's always an out-of-body experience. I've always, no matter, it's funny with my friends, whenever we do go to music festivals or concerts, they always are like thankfully of me first that they want to attend with. And they're like, I just love going with you because, you just get so into it and like you're so unapologetic about it. And I'm like, what's not to be unapologetic about? Like, you're feeling this emotion, let it go. Yeah. Like, even the artists themselves are saying it on stage. Don't like, look cool or whatever. Just like, feel your emotions in that moment. And if you want to like jump up and down, then jump up and down. If you want to cry, then cry. Just like be in the moment of music, because it's no unmatched emotion that you can have with music.
I like that a lot. Plus, you paid all that money for the ticket. You might as well go ham a little bit, Jesus. Well, so with the album, are you guys doing it in studio? Are you doing the home recording thing? What's going to be the process for the new album?
We have some recording studio sessions set up. So one will be in Bay Area, and then one I'll be flying down to Los Angeles for in February.
Nice.
So that'll be a legitimate type of LA studio space, which I'm a little nervous but very excited for. But you have to do the uncomfortable things to make you succeed in life. I've learned.
Definitely. Yeah, you gotta always step outside of your comfort zone, or else you're not gonna grow
exactly.
as much.
You're just gonna stay in your little bubble.
Exactly.
And what's fun about that?
Well, I really appreciate you guys making the trip out here.
Yeah.
It's been an awesome experience to have you here with us, and I definitely hope that you keep sending us music. If you guys here or you listening know any other musicians, or maybe you're a musician yourself, you can always consider. That was untimely. You can always consider going to echoplexmedia.com and looking up how to submit your music to the show as well. Just please make sure your ID3 tags are correct. But again, everything you hear on the show is submitted by the artists themselves. You can always check out our 24-hour stream. It's free. Just go to echoplexmedia.com/radio or eplex.xyz. It'll take you right to our 24-hour stream of music, which has almost our entire catalog of music in it. You can request songs. You can find new artists that you maybe didn't know existed. It'll give you a little break from all your other music streaming services. And it's free. I already told you that, but I'm telling you again, it's fucking free. Libba, Christopher, it's been awesome having you guys here.
Thank you so much for having us here tonight. It's been an awesome night.
Definitely. I've got one last song that you sent to us. This is Silhouette. Is there anything you'd like to say about this song?
This one actually is a fun one. Well, not a fun song. It's actually very dark. But, it's about kind of that. It's one of just those classic breakup songs. But there is a music video to this one, and it's the only music video I've done. It was a fun project doing. So if you like the sound of it, it has a really cool music video shoot to it, which is on my YouTube page. And you can view that through my Instagram and all that stuff at Hey It's Libba again. But that's all I got to say about Silhouette.
Awesome. Well, this is Silhouette. You're hearing it here first on Echoplex Media, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Thanks for tuning into Local Love.
Gazing at those city views, drink a beer, just talk, just us two. Just friends, that's what you always said. But your other friend, well, put out instead. Remember what you told me, those cold city nights, reassured insecurities, and held my head up high. You reached out when I needed you, but left me in the dark. I guess I was just your moved away this time last year. Told the world you'd spend that New Year's with me there. You hid behind that picture perfect scene, but you never made it clear when it came to the screen. Remember what you told me, those cold city nights. You reassured insecurities and held my head up high. You reached out when I needed you, but left me in the dark. I guess I was just yours. Did you ever truly love me? Did you ever really care? 'Cause the words that still bleed out my ears, we were never friends. Remember what you told me, those cold city nights, reassured insecurities, and held my head up high. Remember what you told me, those cold city nights. You reassured insecurities I guess I was just your silhouette.